If you're looking for one place you can go to find everything you need to know to get you into PA school, this is it. You found it. Welcome to the PA Platform channel. I'm Savannah Perry. I've been a dermatology PA for 11 years now, and I've been helping people get into PA school through the PA Platform for the last 10 years. I love it. In another life, I would be an advisor, so I get to do that here and help you guys navigate this crazy path towards becoming a PA. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments, and we'll put all the links and info you need in the description. Subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos, and let me know how I can help. I'm here for you, and I want to make videos that help you figure stuff out. It's fall semester. It is the start of a new year, a new academic year, and maybe some of you took summer classes, maybe you've done dual enrollment, you've taken classes before, but I just wanted to give you a little bit of encouragement going into this semester of some things you can do and think about to make your path towards becoming a PA more successful and easier. That's what I'm here for. And I think the earlier you start in the process, the better. But whether you're a freshman or a sophomore, just getting into classes or figuring out that you want to be a PA, whether you're a junior or senior who has known what you want to do or is switching paths, or if you've graduated, if you're in a gap year or you're a career changer and you're starting to take classes again to get yourself ready for the application cycle, I just wanted to go over some baseline stuff that I think you need to know and some tips to make it easier. My biggest tip if you are taking classes is focus on grades first. I know we say GPA and grades aren't the most important thing or the only important thing, but that doesn't mean that they aren't important, because they are. If you feel like something's getting in the way of your academic success, have the self-awareness to make a change, whether that is a change in job type, hours. I know sometimes we have to work to continue to do school, but figuring out something else, applying for a new job, figuring out something that you can work different hours or that is less strenuous, even if that's not healthcare, giving up a volunteer activity, cutting back on hours there for a bit, learning to say no to people asking you to do things, to social events, whatever that may be. I'm a yes girl too, so I get it. That's very difficult. But in this season, you can focus on yourself here. That may even be withdrawing from a class or taking a break from a class. If you feel like your grade is going to suffer in a way that could affect your GPAs or end up with you having to retake the class, if it's going to be a C or lower, it may be time to take a step back and say, I can't do this right this second, and figure out for the next semester how you can rework things. Withdrawal is not going to affect your application and your grades as much as a poor grade will. Number two, I want to encourage you to go ahead and start keeping track of what you're doing. You're doing a lot. I know that. You're taking classes, you're probably volunteering or getting involved with leadership organizations, clubs, activities, extracurriculars. You are working, you're getting patient care hours, volunteer hours, you're doing all the things. And sometimes it can be easy for that to kind of get lost in the shuffle. I can barely keep up with my Goodreads, so I get this. But there's a website called Mapped that I've partnered with. I actually work with them on developing the pre-PA side of it. And it's a free online application tracking software where you can keep up with everything. So you can input your grades each semester and see where your GPA stands. It shows you these pretty little graphs that will let you keep track of everything. It calculates it the same way that CASPA will for overall and science GPAs. You can keep track of your experiences with all of the contact info, the number of hours you're getting, so that when it comes to apply, you just take that info and put it in an application and you're good to go. So I highly recommend Mapped. You can find that in the description, and if you want, there is a pro version where you can have one-on-one chat with our pre-PA advisors. If you've never signed up and you want a trial of that, use the link in the description for a free month. And if you do want a free month, if you've been signed up and you just didn't take advantage of that, reach out to me and I'm happy to set that up for you so that you can try it and see if that's helpful for you. Another tip is to look for opportunities. It can be easy when you are in a job or volunteer experience to kind of be like, okay, I got it, check, I'm done. But keep looking. You may find something really cool, and that can go for shadowing too. As you're looking for these opportunities, look for jobs and environments that may expose you to PAs and help you to start fostering relationships that can lead to shadowing or a great letter of recommendation. On the flip side of that, do the same thing with your professors. Think about how in a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, you're going to need letters of recommendation. You're going to need people who know you well and can speak to your strengths to say that you will be a great PA student and PA. So you can go ahead and start doing that now. That was one of my biggest mistakes from undergrad, was not doing this, was not figuring out who was going to write my letters of recommendation. So when it came time to apply, I didn't have a professor. I went to the University of Georgia. My science classes were huge, 300 plus people, and I don't think I ever talked to a teacher, maybe a couple TAs. I was probably just too scared. But go to office hours, sign up for smaller classes, do things that will help you to go ahead and set yourself up for later. So you're not scrambling. You're not trying to figure out who's going to write you a letter. You're not worried about it being a bad letter because they don't even know your name. You have people in your back pocket who you could say, hey, this person knows me pretty well, and I feel confident that they will write me a letter and give me a good recommendation. Check your school to see if they have a pre-PA or pre-health organization. Talk to your advisor, see if they're involved. I know some schools have amazing, awesome advisors. I would love to know who they are. If you have one, help connect me with them so that I can learn what they're doing and help them out. Or if you have one that doesn't really know about the PA profession, I would love to help them also. If you are in a situation where you maybe don't have a great advisor, look for your peers. Look for people in classes above you, in those organizations, in those groups who may be further along in the process and can help you out. Go to meetings, speak up, get involved. I've spoken at a ton of pre-PA clubs, and if you want myself or one of our coaches to speak to your club, you can sign up on the PA platform or in the link in the description. I love seeing the organization of how you guys are doing all of these activities and volunteering and helping people find shadowing and certifications. It's awesome. I'm always so impressed. And so if I can ever help with that, happy to, but find those organizations, get involved, find your peers who are on the same path as you. Early in your academic career or at the start of the semester is also a good time to just map out the rest of the year. What does that look like? Do you need to be thinking about writing your personal statement if you're applying in the spring? Do you need to think about tests like the GRE or the PA CAT and when you would fit studying in for that? Do you need to think about, again, letters of recommendation? Or if you're earlier in the process, you would be looking more at making a school list. Have you researched some PA schools to see what classes they require so that you can start figuring out your schedule and make sure you're not taking things you don't need to take that are going to potentially have a negative effect on your GPA? Shout out OChem too on my transcripts. But are you taking things that they're actually asking for? Are you applying to schools that require genetics or nutrition or some different classes that maybe haven't been on your radar? The sooner that you can map that stuff out, and again, all this is in mapped, we just updated all of the programs, but if you map all this out, it will help you not just feel behind when those things come up. So getting a school list set up, looking at your semesters, kind of seeing where you're going with classes, and any tests, any shadowing, any certifications you need to get, seeing where those fit in ahead of time will just make your life less stressful. We're happy to help with that. So we do counseling one-on-one sessions with the PA platform. So if that's something you're interested in and you need help with that, we can definitely get one of our coaches involved. Just go to thepaplatform.com and we'll work with you on that. So you're focusing on classes and grades. You're planning out what you need to do as far as experience in classes. You're getting involved in your classes so you have a great letter of recommendation. You're taking evaluation of where your time is being spent and making sure you're focusing on weaknesses on your application. You're getting involved with your organizations. You're putting all of your information into Mapped. That's quite a checklist. But if you're doing all that, you're doing great. And I just want to be here to encourage you. This process is not easy. It can feel lonely. It can feel overwhelming. I did it. I know that when I was in college, I did have an advisor who didn't really know anything about the PA profession. This was a million years ago, so also it was even newer. But it was a little bit discouraging to have an advisor telling me, hey, you don't need anatomy, and I knew I did. So I get it, and that is what has brought me here to creating the PA platform to try to fill those gaps for you guys. But I'm encouraging you to advocate for yourself, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. That's why I'm here. That's why your advisor's there. That's why your teachers are there. PAs, social media is so great now for giving you so much more access to the profession. As someone who's been a PA for 11 years, I love it. It's a great job. I'm so happy I chose this, but I did wrestle a lot freshman year with what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be, what my goals were, what was going to be the best fit. And ultimately, I chose PA, and I'm so happy with it. But if you're not sure, that's okay. Take some time to shadow, to ask questions, to research, to make sure you're on the right path. This should feel exciting as much as it feels stressful. It should also feel exciting. You should be excited about the next steps that you're taking towards your profession, your career, towards truly helping people and patients and making a difference. All right, enough sappy stuff. You're doing a great job. No, for real, you're doing awesome. And we will be here for you every step of the way. If you do want some group help and accountability, we will be opening up Pre-PA Academy in January to everyone at every level. In the past, we've done this just for people going through the application cycle. So we are going to start a program that's a little bit more tailored towards early pre-PAs just to help you guys out sooner. I don't want you to get to the application process and just then feel like you're figuring it out. So Pre-PA Academy is an option where you can join by month, and you can join sessions that we have each week live or watch them in replays just to get a ton of information. Pre-PA Academy is a group setting where you can join and get help directly from pre-PA coaches, where we're gonna walk you through everything. We're gonna be checking in, seeing how you're doing on these things, talking about prereqs classes, picking schools, personal statement, essays, all the stuff that you need to be aware of ahead of time and that you can go ahead and be working on. And then once we get to the application process, going through that as well. So it's been a lot of fun doing that over the past 2 years, and I'm really excited for this new version where we'll be able to help even more people even earlier. If you're watching this video, I already know that you are ahead of the game and ahead of your peers. So good job. And if you have any questions or comments that I haven't answered, please let me know. Put them in the comments, and we'll put all the links and info you need in the description. Subscribe so you don't miss any of our videos, and let me know how I can help. I'm here for you, and I want to make videos that help you figure stuff out. See you next time.